Hello there, Pokemoshpitbeta. This is MultiHGW, bringing you my third upload to this channel. And I've got yet another UU match. I know I only seem to send in UU matches, but I do play other tiers, honestly. Just the matches I tend to get that are best tend to be UU for some reason. But this is a UU match against TheBlueDaf, and he's a very good opponent. And a pretty decent friend of mine, so yeah, let's get up on the battle. I'm leading off with my Azelf. I'm Scarfed, he's leading off with a Heracross. Guessing it's also Scarfed. I don't often see Heracross in the lead position unless it is Scarfed, so I'm just going to make that assumption. And I'm actually going to switch out into my Chandelure as he goes for the Night Slash. He didn't want to go for the Mega Horn just in case I did bring in Chandelure, so straight away there he's making the smart plays. And now he's going to bring in his Swampert as I bring in my Registeel. Set up my rocks as he goes for the Aqua Tail and not the Earthquake, as he thought I would probably switch out fearing the Earthquake. That is my guess anyway. I don't know why he Aqua Tailed, but I am presuming that is why. And it's probably the best move he has to hit other things on my team with, maybe. I'm not really too sure, but I can go out into my Roserade after setting up Stealth Rock as he goes into his Bronzong, and that actually works out perfectly for me, because the idea behind this team is to get my hazards up as quick as possible. So I'm going to get the first layer of spikes up here, as he is going to get up his own Stealth Rock. That's not too bad. A few guys on my team are weak to Stealth Rock, but it's nothing I can't deal with, you know? I'm going to set up a second layer here as he actually goes for a Psychic. I just want to say, guys, my mic has been playing up a little bit lately, so if it does a little like weird robotic noise, I apologise for that. I've narrated this 3 times already, and it just won't go away. So I'm going to set up the final layer of spikes as he goes for another Psychic, but yeah, like I was just saying, there's nothing I can do about it. I will be getting a blue Snowball soon though, so that should be pretty cool. And now I'm going to rest. I'm presuming he didn't think I would carry this, just because not every Roserade carries it, but regular Spike set that I run does carry it. The Toxic Spike one does not, so I don't think the Toxic Spike one generally carries it anyway, unless they carry only one move, because then you'd have Sleep Powered Toxic Spikes, Rest, and like Giga Drain, but I don't know, to each their own. Everyone has their own sets. Pretty sure mine is just standard. I switch out to Registeel now though, after he hits me pretty hard with another Psychic. Pretty sure that was max damage, considering how it does. He switches into Heracross, and that's not good for me. Close combat is gonna sting, so I'm gonna switch out, go out into my Slowbro, and he is playing his Heracross so well. It makes me so proud, just because I love Heracross. It's my favourite Pokemon. But yeah, he goes for the Mega Horn predicting that, and I am barely gonna live that. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Base 125 attack though, what do you expect? Super effective stab. I'm surprised Slowbro even takes that. But then now I am bold, max defense, max HP, so now he brings in Swampert as I'm going to switch out and go out into my Registeel, trying to like resist the Mega Horn. It would still do a reasonable chunk of damage, but at least I'll be resisting it, right? He actually goes back out to Swampert, and here I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to Seismic Toss this thing, get some damage off on it. If he wants to take me out, he can, and for some reason, yet again, he goes for the Aqua Tail. At this point, I was wondering if... pardon my little slip up there. At this point, I was wondering if he even had the Earthquake, because he's just not going for it. I don't understand why. Earthquake would hit more of my guys, and he could obviously just predict my switch to Azelf, so maybe he wants to play the safe play. But I'm going to go to Slowbro. I take that hit, but bearing Maiden Axe, that may be able to take me out with another one, so I'm going to switch out, go back out into Registeel. Pretty much as death fodder, and, well, at least I've got a little bit of Regenerator back from that. I'm sorry I'm slipping a little bit here. I've narrated this a few times, like I already said, and it's a reasonably long match, as you can see from the video length. But he's going to switch out as I go out into Roserade, and he goes into Bronzong. I just go for the Giga Drain, hoping he'd maybe like want to fodder his Swampert, and I could get some damage up, and some health back. But he just goes into Bronzong. I carry Sludge Bomb over HP Fire too, so there is honestly nothing I can do to this Bronzong. So I'm gonna have to switch out, and go into my Slowbro, who I know can wall this thing. Well, I'm hoping I can wall this thing. I've seen 3 out of 4 of his moves, I believe. I've seen Earthquake, I've seen the Stealth Rock, and I've seen Psychic. So now I'm going to slack off. I surprisingly outspeed, but he's running a relaxed nature, so one of the few times Slowbro actually, God forbid, outspeed something. But he shows me his fourth move is Toxic, so I'm like, ah, well, that's no fun. A Toxic Wall is a useless wall. But, oh well, at least I can keep him around to take the odd hit when I need to. Well, I'm actually going to reveal to him that I carry the Fire Blast. I carry Fire Blast because, well, Bronzong, and Shaman is also a thing that likes to switch in on me. Heracross sometimes does, but I go for Psychic if I'm predicting that, so I have Scald, Psychic, Fire Blast, and Slack Off. 3 attack Slack Off. It's a pretty decent set. And he actually, I missed what he did there, but I believe he went for the Earthquake, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. And here he goes for the Toxic, predicting me to switch. I have no reason to switch, I completely wall him, so I don't know what he was doing there. That is a misplay on his part. But he's only human, you know, we all make misplays, I make misplays, you make misplays, and if you don't make misplays, then I have no idea what to say to you. Stop being so good at this game. I'm going to go out into my Azoth, knowing I can take any hit. I was hoping he'd even go for the Earthquake, but he actually goes for the Psychic. Does hardly anything, but damage is damage regardless, and I'm going to KO him now with the U-turn. Because I'm Adamant Nature, well, I'm pretty sure even Jolly would have taken him out from there, but 383 attack is still very respectable. So, I'm going to go out into my Slowbro again. I'm figuring it's probably the most useless thing on his team now, considering what he has left. The only thing I'm really going to be walling is Kingdra, and the only thing I'm going to be able to do damage to that with this Psychic. And if it's a Resto Chesto thing, it's going to come out of that on top, especially considering I'm Toxic Poison, so things are looking a little downhill, but let's see how I can deal with this. He brings in Raikou, takes a massive amount of damage from the energy hazards, which is great. That's the point of this team, so that the sweeper can come in, set up, and just proceed to clean up. But I'm going to go out into my Roserade, predicting the electric type move. He does go for the Thunderbolt. I see his Life Orb, so I know I'm about to die to HP Ice, but I don't want to keep switching between Slowbro and Roserade, because at one point he will predict that. And I'd rather lose Roserade than Slowbro at this point. So I'm going to go to Azoth. I know I can outspeed him because obviously I'm Choice Scarfed and he's Life Orb, so I can just KO him with the Zen Headbutt from that range. And down goes his Raikou, but here he brings in the bane of my existence. He brings in Togekiss, so I'm going to switch out to my Slowbro, thinking, okay, I want to see if this is the set I'm fearing. Please be like a nasty plot sweeper. Nope, he's got the Thunder Wave, which means he's going to have Air Slash. Which means I am in for a whole lot of fun. Yay! Fun times with Para-flinching Togekiss. And here it already begins, because he gets a crit and a flinch. So there goes Slowbro. It doesn't matter, he probably would have taken me out with the next Air Slash anyway. And if he hadn't, I probably would have got flinched anyway, you know, it's a 60% chance. And I really can't touch this thing. He's actually going to Thunder Wave predicting my switch, but I just want to get some damage off from this thing before I die. I just pressed Scald, I figured I was pretty much dead anyway. I would have gone for Psychic had I known he was going to Thunder Wave just for a little bit of extra damage, but I can't read his mind, unfortunately. That would make this game too easy and not fun, but oh well, he's just going to finish me off with an Air Slash now. And now I'm going to bring in my Chandelure, because I got a Choice Spec Chandelure. A Stab Overheat should just wipe this thing off the map. So I'm going to go for that Stab Overheat. I'm timid, not modest. And because I'm timid, he lives. Yeah, no, that sucks. But for some reason he thought, oh, he just Thunder Waves. And I was hoping he would just Air Slash, but he's actually making the smart play here. I've sped this part up quite a bit. Because it's basically him just roost stalling me while I can do nothing but overheat, because honestly, if I switch I'm dead to rocks and I don't want him predicting a switch and thunder waving or something like that. So I'm just going to keep staying in here overheating until he eventually decides to take me out. I'm pretty sure I'm at -6 right now, or -5 because Choice Specs, and he does take me out. That faded away there because the way I edited Camtasia, but yeah. I'm going to go into my second to last person, which is my Weavile. And I was praying he had nothing to hit me with. I go for the Swords Dance. I've got everything set up to sweep. He Thunder Waves me. So now it's just down to a matter of, will I be able to break through? And +2, I'm jolly. But this Ice Shard, I break through, should still be able to take out this Togekiss. So that is one threat down. One down and 3 to go. So I'm going to need a miracle basically, because it's what, a 25-30% chance of getting power haxed? Except in this game where it's like 99. But Swamput's going to come in, take a bunch of damage from the Stealth Rocks and the Spikes, enough to where an Ice Shard will be able to take it out. So hazards are extremely important when sweeping with Weavile. Brings in Heracross now, and that is going to take even more damage. It barely lives there. Like the smidgenest of smidgens. I know I'm not MBZ, but really that is... I can't even see that HP bar, especially now that it's dead. But he brings in Kingdra. I'm going to go for one last Ice Shard, and after all the hazards, after the stab factored in, the neutral nature, all that stuff, Kingdra is going to go down, and I am going to get the clutch with Weavile and the very narrow 2-0. Even though with the second he lost his Togekiss and everything like that, I pretty much won anyway, because had the Ice Shard not taken Kingdra out, I still had a Choice Scarf Days Elf. So, but if I'd got paralysed, then things would have been very dangerous if he Dragon Danced or something. Or if he'd just taken me out, period. But that'll do it for me, guys. This is a very long video, so thanks for sticking by. I hope you enjoyed my third upload to this channel. And I don't want to take any more of you guys' time, so feel free to check me out, my opponent. And that'll do it for me. I will see you all in the next video.